2, and today's adventure brings us to Wynn, Las Vegas. This swanky resort and casino is located on the north side of the Las Vegas Strip. The resort opened in 2005 and it goes up 45 floors. The Encore next door is also a part of Wynn Resorts and it shares a complex with the Wynn. Wynn is a Forbes 5-star resort and the resort is known for its luxury and classy suites. Steve Wynn has a way of drawing crowds to his destinations. I've always been a fan of his ideas. Here at the Wynn, they have the Lake of Dreams, and in front of the property there is this gorgeous waterfall. They also have a water show that dances to music at times. How cool is this? Right across the street is Steve Wynn's first couple properties. So I know that he has owned previous casinos before, like for instance the Golden Nugget. The Mirage was the first hotel resort that he built from ground up. So I did a whole video on both the Mirage and Treasure Island and talking about how those were his first two. And his first two that he built, once again, not that he owned. I might not have been that clear in that video. But that's cool that it's right pretty much adjacent to the Wynn and the Encore. I've only been in this hotel maybe 2 times. I really haven't walked through it. I've only walked through the front shops to the little garden area that they have, like the atrium. So let's go inside and see what we can find. Here are the plaza shops. So it looks like they have a lot of upscale shopping here. But look at this guy, the smiling king bear. I've never been over here. It's funny, I don't really feel like you're in a resort. It really seems like you're in a mall. But look, Mickey Mouse Clockwork Orange. Smart Alex. There's an Encore. I think right in front of it says that there's the Encore Beach Club. It's supposed to be a pretty big beach club. I don't know anything about it though. And straight ahead is Resorts World. I think it's funny how much it looks like the Wynn and Encore. They had to change the design a little bit because it looked so similar. Accommodations, restaurants, and the shops here are supposed to be top-notch at the resort. I kept reading that the rooms are very nice and spacious, but the beds are supposed to be amazing. And as of May 1st, they got rid of the parking fees here, so that is a major bonus. It's Popeye the Sailor Man. He's right in front of the Wynn Theater, which is where Le Rêve the Dream is. Here's their sports book. It's a pretty big area. The Wynn sits on the property that the Desert Inn used to be on. Desert Inn was the 5th resort to open on the Las Vegas Boulevard. It opened in 1950 and stayed open for 50 years. Frank Sinatra made his first appearance in Las Vegas at the resort on September 13th, 1951, and he was a regular performer at DI. Sinatra said about his debut, "For $6 you can get a filet mignon dinner and me." Like most of the hotels in Vegas in that era, the DI had some interesting story involving mobsters, but I love the weird and interesting facts about Howard Hughes and his time here. Hughes rented the top 2 floors of the resort in 1966. After 10 days, the hotel was looking for him to make like a tree and leave so they can accommodate other high rollers, but Hughes was not having it. Instead, he bought the whole place. He didn't leave his room for 4 years. And I'm sure you guys know the interesting and weird story about Howard Hughes and his life, but man, is that one crazy story. This is one snazzy resort. I definitely feel a little bit out of place in my Minnie Mouse sweatshirt, but hey, I'm a local. And this way is Intrigue. That must be like a nightclub. It looks like a nightclub. It sounds like it would be a nightclub. Intrigue must be downstairs. It's blocked off. And then this is some sort of a Asian restaurant. Even more shops over here. There seemed to be a lot of back and forth on new projects at the Wynn. They were going to build a boardwalk where the golf course is, and it was supposed to have like a huge lagoon with a 1-mile boardwalk against it. Steve Wynn said that it would be like Disney status, so I was really looking forward to that project, but the plans have been abandoned. Then there were talks of a new hotel called Wynn West that would be built across the street. I couldn't find too much about it though. I think I read that they would not be going forth with that project though. But they do own the land and they're trying to come up with a few new ideas for the area. The spa is top-notch and there is a salon and fitness center. They have a large meeting space and an area for wedding venues. They have a few nightclubs and a day club. The picture of some of the lounges inside the resort looks so much fun. They do look a bit pricey though. The pool looks incredibly nice and relaxing. There is at least 9 fine dining restaurants and about 11 casual dining spots. We made it to their little garden or atrium area, and I've only been in here one other time during their Christmas display, which I'll link right now in the corner because that was absolutely beautiful. This was one of my favorite stops during the Christmas time, but this is cool. The big show here is called Le Rêve the Dream, which is set in a aqua theater. They also have big hit acts from Drake to Jim Gaffigan make stops in the showroom or in the nightclubs here. And check out this. This is one of their lounges. I think it's parasol up. There was a parasol up and a parasol down that they're moving up and down. And check out your view. Oh man, that would be really cool to sit outside on a nice day like it is today. There's some kind of a waterfall back there. I'm sure it looks really cool at nighttime too. I found a door that led me to the outside where I can see the waterfall here. Ah, that's cool. Oh, there's someone in the very middle checking it out. Hey, what are you doing over there? I don't think you're supposed to be there. Here's their registration desk. And then guest services and the bell desk is here next to the little garden area as well, next to the registration desk. And if you keep going further in, here is the casino. And I'm on my actual camera right now, so I can't film too much before I get busted. From this little garden area, we just went around through the casino that way. And now we're coming towards the strip, and they have another area here where they have some more shops. Some big expensive brand names like Dior. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me on today's adventure to the Wynn Las Vegas. Please subscribe for more adventures in Las Vegas and the surrounding areas, and I will include a link to my Patreon and my Instagram if you'd like to say hi in the description box below. Take time to explore your town, and we'll see you later.